welcome to another episode of Haldimoms with Michelle
and Janel.
Yep, we are here. This is our second last episode of the season. Our last episode was...
I don't remember what we talked about.
Yeah, I don't remember either. I feel like it was political, a little political.
It was. And in saying that, remember to get out there, vote, because this is a big...
Yeah,
this is a big
deal.
one. It's always a big deal, but this is, I feel like people are...
Yeah.
Yeah, I was judged in the produce section today. Yeah, and I'm like full, like, yes, buy local, produce, everything, but like, how far is too far? And let me tell you, like, my kids eat a lot. Like, I buy frozen. Well, I think you've seen, like, I buy a lot of frozen vegetables, but I also buy, like, raw, like, fresh veggies and stuff like that. Although, fun fact, random fun fact, did you know frozen vegetables are supposed to be healthier for you than raw? Yes.
I did hear that.
It is, yeah, because when they freeze it, it locks in all the nutrients, but when you pick it and it's sitting there, it depletes its value over time. So, hence why frozen is supposed to be better for you. Anyways, long story short, strawberries, friggin' expensive, and
although we're trying to buy Canadian, you can't go wrong when it's $2 for a pack of strawberries. Like
$1 something.
Or you're gonna pay $8 for it to be Canadian. Yeah.
Things are friggin' expensive. Yeah. And yeah, if it was $1 or $3, I would have bought the Canadian ones. $8 for strawberries. And like my kids go through, like I have to grocery shop twice a week.
Yeah.
And we go through like 6 things of veggies in a week.
You know what we like in our house? We like mangoes. Mangoes and apples.
We eat a lot of but want to know what?
And mangoes actually go on sale, so
my family brings mangoes back from Trinidad and Tobago.
Oh,
I don't even care. So like those I don't worry about, but so much better. But yeah, it was like, oh, why are these on sale? And usually I like pay attention, but I was like, I don't care, $1.97 for strawberry. And then it was like, oh, American. I was like, oh, a sale.
And when it comes to voting, you didn't vote, did you? You're waiting for the day?
I haven't gone to vote yet. And I'm not going to say why I'm on the fence, but I'm just like torn between 2 parties right now. But I know there's been like a lot of uproar about pencils at voting stations.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, people are, like I saw somebody post a video in one of the Facebook groups that there was only pencils, but then I've seen other posts and stuff come up that people have only been provided pencils.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, make sure you bring pens with you, and if you aren't provided a pen, make sure you ask for a pen, because that's weird to me.
And if you're not voting, then you don't have a say when shit hits the fan. Like, that's my thing. You want to bitch and complain, pardon my French, but you didn't go out to vote, then you really don't have a say. You know what I mean? Like, if you don't care to go out and vote, then we don't care about your opinion.
Yeah, 100%. I think that's fair. And I think some people are just, I don't know. I get flustered every time I think about voting. It causes me stress.
I think there's just too much information out there. And when it comes to everything, too, it's hard to believe what's real and what's not anymore. Between conspiracy theories and the fact that there's only certain media outlets that we're allowed to listen to now, right? And not who's to say that those media outlets don't have an agenda, right? So when somebody else is coming out saying that they're speaking the truth, or, you know, like, there's so many smear campaigns against all these parties that you don't know what's the truth anymore.
That's fair.
Politics can be super confusing, and it was for me for a long time too, but if you just look at the main points, that's how I base off of who I'm voting for, right?
Yep, I've been doing the same thing, but I'm still very torn.
It's so hard to pick, because there's good things about certain ones and then there's bad things, right? And then you can agree with one thing from somebody else, but disagree with, you know, like...
There's no happy medium, I think, in this
It really makes you question your morals. Is, like, right? It really does make you question, like... What are my ethics here? How do I feel about these topics?
And I think it's like a generational gap piece too in this voting. Like, I think a lot of the older generation is voting for the Liberal and Carney. I mean, I think he has a lot of stuff and roots in the States, and I think that makes me really nervous.
Yeah.
I'm an actions speak louder. And when you continue to have your family based in the States, that doesn't speak to me like you're very Canadian focused.
Well, we all know who Janelle's not voting for.
Yeah, I'm definitely not voting Liberal. I'm sorry, no, I'm not.
Yeah.
And I will say that, and that's okay. That's one of my rights. I get to choose who I vote
you
for.
do.
And I don't dislike anyone that's voting for Liberal. They have their reasons.
Well, what's the one party that's considering changing the RRSP?
My understanding was that you could pay into up till 73.
Oh, okay.
And right now it's 71.
Oh, okay, got you. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, like he
Okay.
was making it better, which I think we don't take enough care of our retired population.
We definitely
and
don't.
They're not looking at the numbers because we do have also this trend of a lot of families that have mental health, addiction issues, and a lot of these grandparents are now taking care of their grandkids as their primary caretakers, but they only get access to certain benefits to a certain age. And then they now have to live off of that supplemented government tax while maintaining the care of their grandchildren. So I do think we need to be looking at how do we help these older generations who are taking care of their grandkids, because child tax benefit, sure, they're getting that, but that's not enough when they have to take care of themselves, plus they have health concerns, so they're also buying their medications, plus they're taking care of these kids who also...
If you don't have health insurance, yeah.
Yeah, and then they have sports and things like this and everything else, and a lot of times when there's mental health and things in those families, and then those kids sometimes need therapies and other things, it's not enough. And then, again, don't want to get into like who's posting what about anything, but they're only getting like $1,500, $1,600 a month.
I know. Even less sometimes.
Even less sometimes. And then they're taking care of those grandkids, and some of those families have, 3 grandkids that they're taking care
Yeah.
of. And that's not including the fact that they have to pay for those kids' trips for school, their lunches, they're taking on a lot.
Life is expensive.
Yeah, and then if some of them are continuing to work, what are the benefits at work? How long are they covered?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think whole picture, individual situations, and that's one thing I think they missed the mark on when they did some of their speeches and outreach this time. So that's what I think.
Who knew we'd get so political when we started this? I mean, we got to touch base on like everything, right? And this is like the current thing that's happening, but...
Yeah, and it's really disheartening actually that the Liberals are getting so many votes. I mean, look at the situation we're in, and the man doesn't even have his family living in the country, but we're gonna vote. It doesn't make sense, people. Like, I don't know how else to say it. I just said it. Like,
Yeah.
his family doesn't live here. He has a bunch of business in the States. But let's make him our prime minister. I feel so safe.
Can we just get like a normal person out there who's actually interested in making Canada normal again? I don't know.
Yeah, and everyone's like, well,
Can we just go back to when things were $2?
Only Tuesday.
Yes, or $30 to fill my gas tank. Like, yes, I drove a Fiat, but $30 to fill my damn gas tank, that lasted me like a week. That was the best.
I remember at my Bronx.
I saved so much money. Like, it's so fucking hard to save money now.
Yeah, I don't think that's a thing anymore.
Yeah. Which is crazy. Anyways, on a lighter note.
On a lighter note, now that we're just going to cry about the fact that the world is... I'm going to cry myself to sleep hoping the Liberals don't win.
We just do our best in this life. That's all I want to do. I just do my best and try not to be overstimulated. Oh my gosh, yes. On a lighter note, I wanted to tell you guys about my April Fool's joke that I did to my husband.
Oh my gosh, this is so
last
funny.
week, but we totally just got sidetracked. Anyways, so ridiculous.
You are ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. I don't know where I came up with this. It was like midday. I was working that day, and I was like, you know what? It's April Fool's. I'm like, I got to do something. So my husband has had a corn in his foot. We actually don't even know if it's a corn. I think it's like a piece of glass or something. So on April Fool's, he had an appointment at 4:00. And I'm like, I don't even know where my mind goes. Like, I just get these ideas and I ride on them. Like, I think it's just the Aries in me. I'm just like, do it. I don't think. I just do. I think after. And so I was like, I'm going to leave him a voicemail and pretend I'm the corn clinic. And I'm going to play this for you guys. Oh my God. I wonder, if I put it up to my microphone.
Not too close.
You can tell me if this sounds like
That
me
was
or not.
awful.
I called my husband. I left him a voicemail, and I was like, "Hey, it's the corn clinic calling. We're just calling to let you know we took a biopsy of your corn last time you were in, and and it turns out you actually have an infestation of fleas in your foot." Well, yeah. So I left him this voicemail, and he tried messaging me, and I was busy. I ended up getting busy at work, so I didn't respond. Well, doesn't he fucking call the corn clinic, leaves them a voicemail being like, excuse me, did I hear this correctly? Do I have fleas in my foot? He's losing his shit at this point. He literally told everybody at his work. Everybody at his work was like, no way. Like, did she say fleas? Oh my God, it was hilarious. And then I'm like, getting messages from him like, babe, you need to call me. This is no joke. Like, I know it's April Fool's, but I'm not joking. Like, they called me and they told me that there's fleas in my foot. And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, yeah. And I called them back and I was like, no, you didn't. Like, it was insane. Anyways, needless to say,
oh my God,
they were dying over there. Like, they were like amongst themselves having a conversation. Like, did you call Mike and tell him he's got fleas in his foot? And the nurse was like, why would I fucking do that? Anyways, I'm gonna play this for you. You tell me if this sounds like me. Here we go.
Hi there, Mike. This is Melissa calling from the Corn Clinic. We're just calling to confirm your appointment for tonight. I also just wanted to mention that we took your corn in for a biopsy, and it turns out there's an infestation of fleas in your foot. So we will continue with the treatment tonight, or we will actually start the treatment tonight. Just wanted to call and let you know that those were the results, and just so that you're aware of what to expect when you come in for your appointment. Okay, thank you so much, and have a great day. We'll see you later.
Like, I'm sorry. I know that's me. Like, I sound like me.
It doesn't sound like you.
Anyways, it was the best prank that I've ever done.
Oh
and
my God.
Last night I was like doom scrolling till like 3 a.m, and I found another prank that I'm gonna do next year.
No.
And I'm not telling you guys, but this is gonna be my thing now. Like, sorry, April Fool's is my thing now. I love it.
Oh my God.
He was so mad at me, and then like afterwards he was laughing because the people at the corn clinic were laughing, and I was like, okay, I'm ridiculous. And the only reason why the fleas situation was so believable is because my dog just had fleas, and yeah, and so.
Oh my God.
Anyways, that's my story.
My head hurts.
So don't fuck with me, okay? Because I will pretend to be a nurse at the corn clinic and tell you have fleas in your foot.
Period.
I hate that word. Honestly. Like, the kids these days are saying that. Well, they are. They're like, period. Like, that's your way of validating what I'm saying? Isn't that a little crazy?
Slay.
Period.
What's my daughter always say? Slay queen.
Slay bay queen.
Slay bay queen.
She literally drew a drawing today of a dog and put SQ on the collar. And she was like, that's for Slay Queen.
Oh God, I love her.
God love her.
God love her.
Anyways, yeah, that's the most exciting thing that's been going on in my life.
Whenever someone says a bad word, she's like, they said the opposite of heaven.
Because she doesn't want to say it. She's so sweet.
But I used to be like, they said the H word. She doesn't. She's like, they said the opposite of heaven. You know?
I don't think I've ever heard her say anything bad. She really is nice.
She's a very sweet kid.
She is so good. And like even recognizing that when the kids like Ruby and Callum are playing and then they need something without us having to be like, Aria, can you do this? She's like, I'll do it.
I got this.
Yeah. She's such a little caregiver.
The worst thing she ever said is, Callum is making me mad AF. And I'm like, that ain't good. What's going on? Oh my God. My head hurts from laughing.
I'm gonna miss doing this though. Like we're gonna have a whole full summer, but we're gonna take a break. I don't know if we said this on the last episode.
We did.
We're doing season 1.
I'm gonna miss you.
Season 2. I'm gonna be with you at your house like every day. Like, sorry. We got like so many things going on. What do you guys do in the summer? Do you play tennis? Do you play pickleball? Do you play frisbee golf? Because there's a frisbee golf in Jarvis that like we always say we're gonna do that we never do.
Yeah, we did.
You know the frisbee golf?
Yes,
things?
we
You
did.
throw the things.
I feel like we say we're gonna do a lot of things.
Does everybody do that? Because I actually do all the things. I actually have like my own personal summer thing that I'm like, I'm gonna do the mud room. I'm gonna do the flower bed in the
mud
backyard.
room?
Yeah, I'm doing a mud room.
Oh yes,
on
you
my
are. I
porch.
thought you were like gonna say mud run.
I'm gonna do kimchi. I'm actually gonna ferment kimchi this.
She probably will. Honestly, I just follow.
Oh my god! And then did you guys see my post about the pancakes? That was the coolest thing.
That was
We made
super cool.
sprunkies out of
I
pancakes.
hate sprunkies.
So I went out and bought the bottles, like these little empty bottles, and we made pancake batter, and then I put food coloring in each one of them. You can make art with this shit on a griddle.
It's super cool.
It is so cool, and the kids loved it. It was so fun,
Period.
and it's like the easiest thing to do.
Period.
Stop.
We are though. We're gonna do lots of things.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna make a bucket list and complete our bucket list of things.
You should make a bucket list, and then we'll combine our bucket lists.
I like that idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, do you want to make kimchi with me one day?
What the fuck is kimchi?
We talked about this with the Loft Girls.
We did. And we're gonna do our video with them. With Nina and Bailey. The food challenge.
Oh yes, I'm gonna do a trip down to Nations, and Nations will have the things that we want. I'm pretty sure. You know what I want to try? I want to try snow fungus. It's like a mushroom.
So Nina, Bailey, we're gonna do 2 foods each. As long as Bailey does not get that fish in the
fish sauce?
No, that in the tin.
Oh, I was gonna say I have fish sauce in my fridge right now.
No, that's
You want to do a?
absolutely not. That fish, the one where like people just open it and they start barfing. Like I'm terrified of that.
Tinned fish, like sardines?
No, the one that people do the videos of. Where like no one can stand it. They just open it and like instantly start barfing.
Oh.
We talked about this.
I know, but I feel like people are being over dramatic.
But yeah, no, I don't trust that one of you's not gonna get this fish. Because it'll be me that barfs and you'll be like, you're just being over dramatic.
You're gonna hate everything. Yeah,
I'm like a very safe food person. But I eat lots of things.
Yeah, although she did tell me today she was craving Chinese food, and I was like, oh my god.
But I eat
Your first little
everything.
craving with me.
Like I eat every type of food, but like the normal things from the food group.
Yeah.
Not a group, but like, do you know
I understand. Yeah, like if you're gonna get Chinese food, you're gonna get
the normal Chinese food?
chicken balls,
If I eat curry, I eat the
beef and
normal
broccoli.
curry.
Yeah, you're not gonna go outside the box.
Yeah. If I eat cereals, I eat like the normal cereals.
Cheerios.
Yeah, like I eat the normal foods.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. That's why you have us to get you out of your box.
Some people like to
Your
be in
little
their
bubble.
box. Like I'm not as bad as like some people that are just like plain bread and butter.
Yeah, there are some crazy people. I know some people who won't even get pepperoni on their pizza.
Yeah, like I would eat pepperoni on my pizza. I even eat pineapple on my pizza.
I'm getting hungry just thinking about pepperoni.
Stop! Yeah, so I do. And I've been to one of those like Korean barbecue thing. Like I like stuff like
Ooh,
that.
it's been a long time since I've been to one of those.
Yeah, what's the one on Upper James? Spring Grill.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
That's not what it's called.
I think so.
Korean.
I think it was Spring Grill.
That spring sushi you're thinking of?
No, I think they have like a spin-off.
It's not a TV show.
They have a spin-off. Korean Grill.
No, I don't think it's called that.
Let's look it up. Spring Grill.
I swear it's not called that.
Yeah, it is. Korean barbecue restaurant.
Spring Grill House.
I wanted to talk about the moon phases
Okay, what about
and
them?
how the full moon Do you feel like it affects you? Do you follow moon phases? Like, I wouldn't say that the full moon affects me. I would say that the new moon affects me more.
So I don't follow the moon. Like, so full moon absolutely impacts people. It doesn't impact me, but it does do something to people.
Certain people, I wonder what it is.
I would say especially those that are like neurodivergent. It definitely impacts them. And I don't know what moon we just had, like last week or this week. It was like a red, weird moon.
That was a full moon, yeah.
But why? It was a different color.
Yeah, it was pink.
Yeah.
Pink moon or something. Blood moon, was it? No, it was a pink moon.
That did something. That did something weird to everyone.
Even if you don't follow the moon phases, I don't have like a moon calendar where I'm like, okay, now we're in waxing phase, now we're in this phase. I just notice in myself when I need to clean, or I'm starting to feel spiritual, I need to sage, or like, you know, I really want to just like write in my diary and like journal. I know it's a new moon. Like, it's crazy.
I just know when I feel like things are really high energy and feel really, I guess, like chaotic, my first go-to is it a full moon? Is there something off in the world right now?
Yeah.
That's probably the only thing like I notice. And that's not really me, that's like the energy around me. When everything feels really high and busy and crazy, I'm like,
energy is everything.
well, what is happening? Is it a full moon? And most people, if they're like, I don't know, I will check my phone, and it usually either is like one's coming or one's literally just passed. So I usually notice it either at the peak or at the like downswing.
It's crazy that we're affected by these astrological things. To me, to a certain degree, I really, really believe it and respect it. And all around the world, the coral reefs, they all know to reproduce at that time. And they don't have
like where Nemo hid?
Yes.
Like finding...
Yes.
Sorry, I know nothing about this.
But like, let me tell you, so these structures, they're living things and they're not in contact with each other, but somehow they know on the full moon to release spores into the ocean and reproduce. I think even something about like fungi is like that too. On the full moon, they'll come up and they'll just go poof, and that's how they spread.
Huh.
Like, it's so fucking fascinating to me. I'm like obsessed with that, like symbiotic, like how? So there's a life force that we have no idea about that's like running shit, like frequencies. We'll get somebody on the show who knows more about this.
I can't figure out the life force on this planet sometimes. I am not trying to figure out a different life force. But I do not have the mental capacity.
But you can't deny that it exists.
Are we talking little green men?
No, we're talking about like, it's hard to say because like we're not scientists and even the scientists don't know, right? But there is the physical spectrum of light, and beyond that there's gamma rays, there's x-rays, then there's the radio frequencies, and those are just the frequencies that we can visually see. Who knows what else is beyond that? And to me, that is fascinating. When it comes to the frequencies, there's definitely something that rules these creatures.
What creatures?
The coral reefs.
Oh.
The fungi. To do this on this day, there's so many things we don't know, even when it comes to manifesting, right? The more you think, the more you say, the more you start living your life a certain way, like you are going to get to that, whatever your goal is. And it's because you're hitting that frequency.
Yeah, I mean, I've tried that whole manifesting thing and I still don't have a limo driver. Like, what the hell?
The only shit that I want to manifest is a full, vibrant, abundant, financially free life. I literally tell myself this stuff every day, and I live it. I live it because I know it. I already live it. You know what I mean? I'm just like, all is good.
I would
my
like to
life
live
is
a
great.
stress-free life.
You don't have to say you want to. You should say, I do live a stress-free life. And watch it unfold, baby girl.
I'm just waiting.
The master manifester.
Waiting for you to see my stress spike. When you hear my children start calling my name and you see my stress level start to spike.
No, just don't say it. Take a note out of my book, trust. You have a journal, just write in it every day. Like, When I go for walks, I don't even listen to music anymore. The thing that goes on in my head is like, I'm the best. Everything that I do works out for me. The universe is on my side.
Period.
Oh, God. And it is. The universe is always on my side. I've always felt this. If you know me, you know this about me. Yeah.
Period.
All positivity.
Period.
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 That reminds me, that girl that got famous on TikTok, she go, period, period,
Really?
to the song, period,
On my birthday, I met this girl at the bar, and she kept saying it over and over again. She was hilarious. She was sitting at the bar, and she was like, oh my God, your outfit's the best. Oh my God, period, period. Like, she just kept going off. And then I was ordering myself a drink, and she looks over at the bartender, and she's like, oh my God, I'm so drunk. Can I get another vodka? And the bartender's like, don't tell me that. It's funny to look at younger people and be like,
did I do
was
that?
I like that? Because I was like that. I was like that. I wasn't using words like that, obviously, but like I thought I was so cool. And I wasn't.
No?
No. I'm not even cool now.
I think you're totes.
Oh, you think I'm totes cool?
Yeah.
Thanks. You too, girl.
Thanks. Period.
But it is crazy to look back and think back to like the times. Like I was looking at old journals, and my God, I was like, I need to burn these because if anybody reads this, no,
Yeah.
nobody can read this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like wait till our kids like do your kids have journals?
Aria does not.
She should. Journaling is so good.
She would not journal.
No,
No.
it's so good though. Like to get it out, whatever's
Do you
in your
think
head.
she would journal?
No, actually no.
I think we will get her like a computer. I would like her to have her own private personal video journal
Okay.
or like a vlog or something, like only for her,
Yeah.
because I think that would be nice for her, but something like that's just a her thing.
It's really good to look back. I have this manifesting book, morning meditations, and every day in the morning it just asks you, what can you do to be more grateful today, or how can you make your day better, and blah, blah, blah. So it's just a good way to start the day.
Yeah.
And
Small goals are good too.
there's a really cool website too. I think it's called futureme.org. And you can write yourself a letter into the future, and then it'll email it to you on the date that you choose.
Oh,
And
that's
it's
cool.
so cool to be like, you know, where are you living now? Today I'm living here, and you know, I'm feeling like this, and that one goal that you have right now, did you accomplish it, and why or why not? And then to get that 5 years down the road, or whatever time frame you give yourself to reflect on it. Like I've received emails from myself not that long ago, actually,
Oh, really?
from around the time that Ruby was born. And my God, it's crazy to see how much the things that I wanted, I was like, I want to be a homeowner. I want to own a house. And look at, here I am. It's just cool to look back and be grateful for the things that you once wanted that you have now, because it's an endless cycle of wanting and needing. But you don't really need all the crazy things that you feel like you need. As you grow, you realize, I don't need that stuff.
100%.
And there's a new thing going on now with content creators where they're de-influencing. And I was listening to a girl, I don't know who she is, but she was basically saying, like, it really is an endless cycle of wanting all these things. You think that you're going to be happy when you get the body you want. You think you're going to look so good in this shirt once you get it.
Yeah.
You just need to be happy in your own skin. And it really is about simplicity, like how I was saying, we don't need these material things. We don't need a big house. I just want slow mornings. I just want to be able to drink my coffee in peace. I want to be able to wake up and go for a walk and not have to like rush to work or, you know, have that stress on me.
Yeah.
Peaceful life is the real goal here. At least for me. So I'm grateful. I'm grateful for where I've come. And anyways. That's just my piece for today.
No, I like that.
Be grateful. If there's one thing you can do, just think about all the things that you have right now.
No, I agree.
There's some people who don't have any, or there's some people who would be so happy to be in the position that you're in right now, and then you're sitting there thinking, you know, I want more.
Yeah.
We're solid. Anywho, next week is going to be our last episode of season 1. And yeah, we have a special guest. We were supposed to have a special guest today, but things did not, what's the word? Things fell through.
Pan out?
Things didn't pan out the way we hoped, but that's okay. We are going to have a special guest next week. It'll be our last episode. And then, yeah, we'll start planning season 2. And we do plan on having the Haldimoms on. So you'll get to actually meet our men.
Oh, joy.
We'll be interviewing them and asking them questions about what they do, what their work, what it's like to be married to us, things like that.
It's the most amazing thing in the world,
I think,
obviously. So that's to kickstart season 2. And then other than that, we've got a little one that's definitely getting impatient, so that's okay. That happens.
So we'll call it a day.
We'll call it a day. So this is Haldimoms with Janelle.
Michelle.
Till next time.
And Callum.
Bye.